It's okay. My name is Carrie Maybe. I am the Public Information Officer here at Animal Services. We're getting ready to begin, so if you'll just take a few minutes, find a seat. If we need some extra chairs, we have some on the side that we're happy to bring out. So wonderful to see everyone here today. We are going to be live streaming. Yeah. So that's going to be on all of our social media platforms for Animal Services. So if you follow us, you will be able to go back through and look and see all the wonderful things that are happening here today. We're just about ready to get started. And so once we have our supervisor here, we will be good to go. So let's say 2-3 minutes. 2-3 minutes. Thank you.
All right, well, good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing this morning? Great? All right, we're excited for the reopening today? All right, awesome. Okay, great. Well, you know, I'm so thrilled. I'm County Supervisor Ixchien Gutierrez to be here this morning to welcome you all to this grand reopening of the San Jacinto Animal Shelter. To kick things off, I would like to ask everyone to stand for the Air Force Junior ROTC from Hemet High School as they present the colors, and please remain standing as Commander Joshua Sisler from Animal Services leads the Pledge of Allegiance. Okay, thank you so much. Let's give them a round of applause to the outstanding Hemet High School and also our Commander Joshua Sisler from Animal Services. Thank you. You may be seated. Thank you. Really appreciate it. I now would like to introduce some of our distinguished guests that we have here present with us today. When I call your name, please stand to be acknowledged. We have our very own, my colleague, Supervisor of the 3rd District, Chuck Washington. We also have my other colleague, District 2 County Supervisor Karen Spiegel. We also have a representative from Kevin Jeffrey's office, Supervisor of District 1. If you could please stand. I think Jeffrey Green. And then we also have the mayor of the city of Hemet that's here today, my friend Joe Males. If you could please stand, be recognized. We also have Carol Kendrick, council member of the city of Hemet. If you could please stand. We have council member Jackie Peterson from the city of Hemet as well. We also have Juan Perez, Chief Operating Officer of the County of Riverside. He's back there. Okay. We also have Jeff Van Wagen, also known as JVW, the CEO of the County of Riverside. Big supporter there. And we also have any other council members from City of San Jacinto? Oh, we have, all right. We have Council Member Val Vanderveer. If we can give her a round of applause. Thank you for being here as well. I want to recognize the city manager, Mark Presswich, from the city of Hemet that's here as well. I saw him earlier today. Oh, there he is. Okay, awesome. We also have the city of Paris that's here today, Mayor Michael Vargas. Awesome. Thank you so much for being here as well. All right, hopefully I didn't miss any other elected officials. Okay, just looking around, okay. All right, if so, just stand and then we'll go ahead and recognize you as well. Okay, all right, okay. So at this time, I'd like to invite a friend, a mentor, a colleague, to say a few words. This supervisor, and I'll mention his name right now, represents the neighboring district, District 3, but you may also know him because he was also the former county supervisor for San Jacinto prior to the redistricting a couple of years ago. So we would like for him to please share a few words. Let's give our hands up to County Supervisor Chuck Washington.
Good morning. Can you hear me all right? Can you see me okay? It's a little short people's joke. Thank you, Supervisor Gutierrez, and thank you for acknowledging that for many years, 8 years actually, this was in my district, and I've fallen in love with the San Jacinto Valley and still maintain many friends here in the Valley. And just to the south, you are still in the 3rd District, in the unincorporated part of the Valley, over near Val Vista and East Hemet. And so it feels like a homecoming here for me today to come back. I recall getting a tour of the facility when I first came to the board in 2015, and sadly, because of budget cuts, we were forced to shut the facility down. It's an honor to be with you this morning, though, to celebrate this long-awaited reopening of the San Jacinto Valley Animal Campus. Yes. My next scripted remarks acknowledge all the people that Supervisor Gutierrez just acknowledged. So I won't repeat that, except for Karen Spiegel. She's the best. Back in 2020, when the board made the tough decision to close the shelter due to budgetary concerns during the pandemic, I knew that returning the shelter back to its original level of service was the goal. Just took us some time, didn't it? And of course, money. This year, everything's changed, even the 3rd District, as Supervisor Gutierrez just mentioned. In January, as a result of redistricting, sadly, I had to leave the Valley here and the cities of Hemet and San Jacinto, but my office worked diligently to ensure a smooth handoff to Supervisor Gutierrez. And we continue to work closely with the 5th District as we share the community of Val Vista. Speaking of cities, we wouldn't be here today without them. Another change this year, Hemet has contracted with the county's Department of Animal Services, a noteworthy partnership because MOUs like this assist with operating costs, ensuring that the facility remains an asset not only to this region, but to the entire county. Thank you to the Hemet Mayor, Joe Males, and your City Council for the support of this partnership. Today's reopening is crucial for addressing the overcrowding of all of our shelters here in Riverside County, a phenomenon that unfortunately we have seen across the nation. Additionally, the campus will provide third district pets and livestock with a safe and close shelter location in the event of an emergency. The need for this vital county asset to be available for use as an emergency site has never been more evident, including the recent fire, the Highland Fire. Just last year, animals of all shapes and sizes were sent here, even when the campus was not operational during the Fairview Fire. And with some of our residents currently under evacuation notice due to the Highland Fire, this week the San Jacinto Valley campus is serving as an emergency site once again. A close location, yet far enough away from the fire where there's no possibility of fire movement impacting shelter and animals. And before I pass the mic, I want to note that all of the great things happening in the Department of Animal Services are happening because of the leadership of Director Aaron Geddes. I said to her at some point in the last few months during a virtual meeting, because she was very excited, and we were very excited when she took over that directorship. It's a challenge, isn't it? And she kind of nodded. Because I'm sure that every day is a different day. Every day presents different challenges. Then you throw in a few wildfires, and it's organized chaos of sorts at times. And so I think it needs to be acknowledged, the great work that all the people of Animal Services do, and the great leadership that Aaron Geddes is providing for that. And I personally feel that from the depths of where we were with the significant budget cuts to where we are today has been a significant increase in services and a much better place for Riverside County to be. I've taken to saying recently, with all of the great things that we're doing here in Riverside County, that we're growing up now. Riverside County can do big things. And I want everybody around us, everybody in Riverside County to know that and have confidence that we can get big things done. So, with that said, let me hand it over to Department of Animal Services Director Aaron Geddes, who has been moving mountains alongside her staff to reopen this shelter to the benefit of Riverside County.
Thank you, Supervisor Washington, and thank you too to Supervisor Gutierrez. I'm so grateful for your presence here today and for the partnership and support that you've given as we celebrate this reopening. We're looking forward to working with you. I know we've already been working with you and your team to serve the residents here and their pets. I know this is a calling that you both hold very dear, and we're grateful for that and the vision that you're bringing to this task. Also, thank you for the introduction, Supervisor Washington. Your stewardship of this region for so many years, has been so helpful, and I know we've been blessed with your leadership and care for our communities. So what you may not all know is before I began my role here, I cared about animals. I didn't have an animal services background, but I have cared about animals my whole life. I've had rescue animals my whole life, and I'm committed and completely here for you for the health and the safety of the animals. And that's all animals. I think we even have some farm animals here right now when you're going through your tour. It's the care and comfort of these animals that drives me each and every day. But it's not just me, and I love that my staff are all standing off over here to the right, because every staff member, every volunteer, every one of us at our 4 shelters now is motivated by this same mission and care for animals to improve the lives of people and animals in Riverside County. And I am so honored to lead this amazing team, and I feel confident that this community will be very well served by their dedication. The reopening of this campus allows us to expand our mission in a way that we haven't done before, to serve our residents and to provide safe refuge for animals until they can hopefully and quickly move on to positive outcomes with new and loving families. This is always our goal. This is what I am most passionate about. And with that, I hope you'll indulge me for a few seconds just to recognize some key people that have supported us along the way to get to where we are right now. I would be remiss if I didn't recognize the work of the firefighters and emergency responders, including some of the animal control officers you see here on my left, who have been out there 24/7 for the last few days, now that the Highland Fire is in a different place. But they've been working really hard just this week leading up to today. I know that we've already talked about the board, but also Supervisor Spiegel and the rest of the board. They supported us with funding to reopen in a way that just hasn't ever been realized before. That funding is making a huge difference for us in the way that we're able to staff this facility, and it hasn't been that way since its inception. So I'm so grateful for the support that you gave us financially earlier this year. I want to mention Ramona Humane Society because I believe in partnerships, and that is what is going to make us successful in dealing with animals in the community. Ramona Humane pledged their support to us, and they've been working with us along the way, supported reopening of this campus, and I'm grateful to them and their director, Jeff Shepard. Thank you to the cities of Hemet and Paris for your contracts and your confidence in us to do this work. Also to the city of San Jacinto for being our host city today, and we look forward to future work with you. I also want to thank some of the county departments, facilities management. I see Rose there in the back has been working their tails off to get this campus looking like it looks today. You know, when the campus was shuttered, it took a bit to get us looking as sparkling clean as we are. I'm grateful for the executive office for your support, and then to all of the DAS staff for the effort that you expended to get here. This was a huge lift, and I know that. And we've had staff coming from all of our campuses, especially Coachella Valley, working and commuting and training here every day to get ready for this moment. And lastly, I know there's a lot of you here, to all the community members who reached out along the way, supported us, whether it was vocally or in small conversations. You know, you are a constant reminder of why this is so important and why this campus needed to be reopened. So all of you that are mentioned are champions, not just for our facility that you see behind me, but champions for the people and pets of Riverside County and champions for the communities that we serve. I thank all of you that are gathered here for your support and the intention and love that you have shown our shelter pets with your presence here today. And I know that you're all eager to see what's inside. And so I just want to mention that we are doing free adoptions today if you want to check it out and linger a little bit, also through tomorrow. And we'll have tours of the facility for you to check it out. And I also wanted to mention that we have our new mobile spay and neuter bus over there that will be open for you to check out. Also, it just arrived last Friday, so it has that new car smell. But thank you so much to everybody. I'm so grateful. Thank you.
Thank you so much to Erin Geddes, our Director of Animal Services. Let's give her another round of applause for really helping to get this reopened as well. Thank you, Erin. I'd like to also recognize a few individuals that are here today as well. Councilmember Mayor Pro Tem Malcolm Lilienthal from the city of Hemet. If you could please rise. Okay, thank you. We also have Jasmine Rubio, a friend of mine as well, school board member from San Jacinto Unified. And then we have also our Municipal Advisory Council from Nuevo. If you could please rise and be recognized as well. Thank you. Well, again, I'm just so thrilled to be here this morning. This has been a lot of work, and we appreciate everything you all do to get this open. This journey started also, when I got into office, I recall I met with the mayors of San Jacinto, Hemet, council members, and also many community leaders. And they all urged the reopening of the animal shelter as a major topic of discussion. And they stressed to me the importance of the shelter as residents, because residents had to drive very far to, for example, to Coachella or even Harupa at the time. And in fact, 8 months ago, standing here when I was leaving the office, I recall seeing a family, and I was here with my chief of staff, and that family had to travel to go pick up their stray animal in Coachella. And so because of that, we wanted to really make sure that we could get this reopened for the valley, for the community. Behind every successful, oh, and by the way, I made that promise to all of you that we would reopen the animal shelter, and we got it reopened today. I do want to acknowledge, just as I made that promise, if I could have council members from San Jacinto and Hemet please stand, and the city of Paris as well. Mayor, I see you back there. Okay. Okay. I just wanted to acknowledge you, because you really aren't just contracts with the county. You're partners with this county, and you're partners with this facility. And I just want you to know that this is your space too. This is your space. This is your shelter. And I just want you to know that we will do whatever we can, to make sure that we keep your pets safe in the community. So again, thank you so much. And I'm just thrilled as your county supervisor to be working with all of you. And you are our partners. Thank you. I also want to acknowledge Crystal Ruiz, also a council member from the city of San Jacinto, who's here in the back as well. Thank you. You know, behind every successful endeavor, there are countless individuals working tirelessly behind the scenes. So again, I want to extend my thanks to everyone who has contributed their time and effort to make this momentous occasion happen. I would like to thank the staff who have diligently cleaned and prepared the over 10,000 square feet of space that this facility encompasses on 4.5 acres of land. And the staff is right here, so let's give them a round of applause. Thank you. As you can see, that's a lot of space. There are actually almost 200 dog kennels on this campus, in addition to 162 cat kennels, a large 5-stall barn, and even horse stable areas. This facility can house about 400 animals. That's pretty impressive. That takes a lot of work to clean and prepare for an event like this, so staff, thank you again. Your work has not gone unnoticed. Thank you. To many, this building was once just an empty space, seamlessly left to waste after the pandemic hit and budget cuts forced the campus to close, as was mentioned earlier. However, to me and to this community, our community, this shelter represents a place where families are reunited, where new families are formed, and where new friendships are made. It's the place where we find our loyal companions, our four-legged friends, who bring boundless joy into our lives. I want to thank personally, and I mentioned earlier, my colleagues who are here today because they supported the reopening of this animal shelter, and that's our Board of Supervisors, and specifically the two that are here today, Supervisor Washington and Supervisor Spiegel, for their support. It personally means a lot to me as I found my dog, Lassie, at a local shelter, and she became a huge part of my life and still is today. I understand firsthand the profound impact a local shelter can have on a community. This place is the heart of our community. Our pets give us so much. They bring comfort, companionship, and unconditional love. I know that after a tough day, Lassie is there when I get home from work to lift my spirits. Our pets truly fill our hearts with happiness. When this shelter closed, it felt like our community's heart had stopped beating. but today it's alive and thriving once more, pulsing with life and love. Pets have a remarkable way of brightening our days. Lassie, with her boundless energy, unwavering loyalty, and those puppy eyes, is a daily reminder of that. And there are countless Lassies out there waiting for a forever home. And just like our director mentioned, you can pick one up today. By giving them a home, we're not only helping them, but also making our streets safer and ensuring that no kennel remains filled for too long. If you're considering bringing a pet into your life, I sincerely hope many of you are, by the way, I encourage you to start here today. Trust me, adoption is one of the most rewarding decisions you'll ever make. After all, love doesn't come with a price tag or pedigree. It's all about that special connection. So ladies and gentlemen, let's celebrate together our new furry friendships and the San Jacinto Animal Campus for once again being the beating heart of our community. Let's create those wonderful memories, those wonderful connections, and countless heartwarming stories. Thank you, and at this time, we're going to move to our proclamation. So I would like to invite my colleagues, Supervisors Spiegel and Supervisor Washington, and we're going to present the proclamation. So, and then after that, we will, after a photo, we will do a ribbon cutting. And I'd also like to ask the mayors and council members of each of the cities, because you are our partners. So if you could also be here today with the proclamation. Thank you. Thank you so much. If you could please be seated, and then we're going to be doing the ribbon. Oh, actually, you know what? We're going to be doing the ribbon cutting. So, okay, so let's do that.
We're just here helping. No, me either. Wait, we're not seeing you.
All right. So, all right, so ready? So we'll count at a count of 3 in just a bit. We got a couple more. Right. At a count of 3, we'll go ahead and cut it. 1, 2, 3. I just wanted to say we have tours available. There's tours available. There's coffee, goodies. There's free pets. Okay, so please adopt a pet. And also tomorrow is National Pet Adoption Day. National Pet Adoption Day. National Adoption Day. Okay.
So adopt a pet or a child, whatever.
Okay. Is it pet or a